Matt Nichols and a tenacious defense have the Winnipeg Blue Bombers on a nice roll. Nichols threw 2 TD strikes while the defense forced 6 turnovers as Winnipeg dismantled the Toronto Argonauts 34-17 for its third straight win on a muggy Friday night at BMO Field. "It's a great roll," Nichols said. "Anytime you can get a 3-game win streak in this league, it's not easy. We were struggling in the first half as an offense, but the defense kept taking the ball away and putting us in good field position and allowing us to make those few big plays in the second half." Winnipeg, 4-4, cemented the win with Nichols' 79-yard TD pass to Clarence Denmark just 50 seconds into the fourth quarter to go ahead 27-10 lead. All 3 victories have come since Nichols replaced Drew Wiley as the starter. Nichols was a workmanlike 17 of 28 passing for 246 yards and allowed his first interception since becoming the starter. But Winnipeg's defense easily countered that with 5 interceptions and a fumble recovery, giving it 12 turnovers in the 3 wins. "I think we've started to learn what it's going to take to win," said Winnipeg head coach Mike O'Shea. "That kind of knowledge, that kind of understanding of what it's going to take week in and week out is important. I thought the first half was kind of hit and miss, but we didn't give up those killer points. Then they came out, in second half, and had a different resolve. But not the result of a stirring halftime speech from O'Shea. I don't say a lot," he said. "The players are starting to run that themselves, which is the ideal situation." Linebacker Morris Leggett had 2 interceptions, including a sparkling 98-yard interception return TD, his second this year, with 6:04 left to play. Defensive back Kevin Fogg was also solid with 2 interceptions and a fumble recovery. Denmark finished with 7 catches for 195 yards and 2 touchdowns. Andrew Harris's 4-yard TD run at 9:57 of the third put Winnipeg ahead 20-10 and pretty much silenced the BMO Field gathering 15,063 on a night when both the Toronto Blue Jays and Tragically Hip were playing nearby. Denmark is in his second stint with Winnipeg. He spent 5 years with the club before being released in the off-season. Denmark signed with Saskatchewan but was later released, allowing him to return to the Bombers. "We never doubted his professionalism, we never doubted his ability," O'Shea said. "Once again, I'll just say it's a crappy business and we're very fortunate to have Clarence Denmark back in the fold." Harris finished with 123 yards rushing on 19 carries, his second 100-yard performance of the year and just the 4th in the CFL this season. "He'll have time to relish it as Winnipeg now heads into a bye week. I kind of want to keep going but the players need it," O'Shea said. "We're grinding them and pushing them physically and redemanding, but they'll make sure they're doing what they need to do in the bye week." Winnipeg also exorcised a few demons, earning just its 9th win in 25 games against Toronto, 4-3. The Argos also came in boasting a 7-1 record since 2012 coming off the bye week, having not played since the 23-20 road win over Ottawa on July 31. Logan Kilgore threw for 322 yards and a TD against Ottawa in his first CFL start. But he struggled against the Bombers, completing 26 of 44 passing for 303 yards and a touchdown, but the 5 interceptions before giving way to rookie Cody Fajardo in the 4th. Fajardo hit Levi Noel with a 34-yard TD strike with 2:02 remaining as Toronto dropped to 1-3 at BMO Field. But Argos head coach Scott Milanovic said Logan, who's replacing injured incumbent Ricky Ray, will start next weekend versus Edmonton. "This, struggles, is part of growing as a young quarterback," Milanovic said. "One of the hardest things to do, and Ricky will tell you the same thing, is fighting through an off day. When it's not going your way, finding a way to still move your team and still find a way to win the game, it's part of the learning experience for him." Justin Medley kicked 3 converts and 2 field goals for Winnipeg. Diante Spencer scored Toronto's touchdown. Lirim Hadrola booted 2 converts and field goal.